Well, the Army Combat Fitness Test, or ACFT, has changed yet again, and we're going to talk about all those changes and more in today's video. But without further ado, let's get to it. What is up, guys? Ben Allen back again with another video, and like I just said, we're going to be talking about the new ACFT updates, right? But before we jump into that, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe, because we're trying to hit 1 million subscribers in the next year, and I need your all's help to do it. If you have any questions whatsoever, hit me up on my Instagram at @TheBenAllen. I try to get back to everybody within a week or so, and join my Discord. The link for that is in the description. It's a community of over 200 plus people that can help answer your questions if I can't through my Instagram. So definitely check it out, right? But jumping straight into the topic, the ACFT has changed. The last update I believe we got was what, ACFT 3.0, but this looks like it's gonna be the one that they're going with. Like, this is it. This is the big bad. This is what's gonna be the test of record in the coming months for active duty soldiers, and in the coming year for you know, reserve component and active guard, all that stuff. But some of the key changes that they have made, it is no longer gender neutral. They have specific categories for the males and the females now. So the males have a standard and the females have a standard. It's no longer everybody has to score the same. Oh, okay, cool. It's all equal across the board, right? So they've adjusted for that because of the studies have shown that certain percentages of soldiers, based on their gender, weren't passing or weren't doing, you know, very, very well on the ACFT. And because of that, because, you know, some soldiers weren't performing very well in certain events, they've also decided to take out the leg tuck. The leg tuck was the one where you have to hold the bar knees to chest pretty much, or knees to elbows. And you know, that was causing a lot of people a lot of trouble, right? A lot of people were having a hard time passing that. So instead of the leg tuck, they have done away with that, and now they implemented a plank. The plank was the alternate event for ACFT 3.0, but now it is the main core event, and it has also lowered the standard, or the time requirement, I believe, on the plank itself from what it was previously on ACFT 3.0. So those are just two of the big changes that have happened so far, as well as the implementation dates, right? April 1st, active duty, they're all going to take a diagnostic, right? They probably won't all take it on April 1st, but they'll have, you know, certain blocks times to start taking that ACFT to get a diagnostic, right? It's not going to count against you, none of that, right? But then come October 1st, 2022, so this year, right, the start of the next fiscal year or the end of the fiscal year, whatever, that's when it starts. That's test of record, and active duty soldiers will have 6 months to pass before it counts negatively against you. So October 1st, you're taking records, you got to pass. If you fail, cool, you got 6 months to get a good score and actually pass that bitch, right? For reserve components, flash forward to next year, April 1st, 2023, that's when you guys will start kind of like taking it. They'll start putting it across the board. They'll do diagnostics, all that stuff, and then by October 2023, I believe, is when you should all have, or all active duty soldiers should have like a test of record by that point, and the reserves will also start doing test of records, like for sure. It also used to be that the ACFT, right, the Army Combat Fitness Test, was supposed to gauge how well soldiers were going to do in combat. They have also reworded that and kind of changed the description of it, I guess you could say, right? I'm going to link the article down in the description box if you want to check that out, read it for yourself, right? I'm just paraphrasing and summarizing this thing, so it used to be that these events were specifically to correlate to movements you do in combat and things like that. Well, they've changed that. Now it is just a general like fitness test, right? Kind of like the APFT was, just to kind of gauge and see where the soldiers are at. So it isn't directly correlated now to how a soldier will be performing like on the battlefield should they ever go to combat and things like that. And this is based off of data, right? They found no real specific correlation between the two, I believe. At least from what I understood from the article, and so that's kind of why they changed the thing. So it's just a general physical fitness assessment. So think of it like the pacer test, right, that you took in like elementary or middle school, right? They have also added a 2.5-mile walk as an alternate event to the run, should any soldiers be on profile or, you know, injured, whatever it may be, right? So that's something to consider as well. I will also put here on the screen the new standards. They put that out. They've had have each event, they have your age bracket, because not only is it male female standards now, they have an age bracket as well. So if you're 17 to 21, I believe, or something like that, you'll see it on the screen, and it breaks down each event as well as, you know, the number of reps required, the number of weight required, the times required to pass each event. Honestly, looking at this scale, it does not look that bad. I feel like they overhauled it to the point where it completely lowered like the bare minimum what it was. So you're gonna pass. I don't think a lot of people are gonna be failing this new version of the ACFT, but you know, that's my personal opinion. But I think there'll be like onesies and twosies here and there, but overall, I think it's very, very manageable now. I think a lot of soldiers, male, female, whatever age range, these are some pretty good numbers. I think the maximum time for the youngest age bracket is 22 minutes on the 2-mile run. Granted, you know, you're doing the sprint, drag, carry, it kills your legs, but I think if you train for it, you're gonna be a-okay on passing this ACFT. So best of luck to you guys that have to take it. I took a diagnostic back in the reserves. It was fun. Sprint, drag, carry is a bitch, letting you guys know right now. So make sure you train your legs. So as it stands right now, the 6 events that make up the ACFT are gonna be the 3-rep max deadlift, the standing power throw, the hand release push-ups, the plank, the sprint, drag, carry, and the run. So keep that in mind. I might have messed up the order, but just know that those are the 6 events, right? And guys, this is good. I don't think, well, to me personally, I think it's good. I know a lot of people in the comments, I already know what the comment section is going to look like, right? But who cares about like the ACFT? I know a lot of people didn't care about the APFT, whatever. They just did it to cross off the box. Okay, we got to pass, we got to do all this. But overall, I think this test is a good, like, you know, physical assessment, like the Sergeant Major of the Army said, right? It's just to gauge where you're at. And if you're not there, don't worry, they're still going to kick people out. I mean, yeah, they have 6 months to get there, but overall, I think it's going to be a good assessment. I think it's way better than the APFT. That shit was boring. Like, okay, push-ups, sit-ups, and run. Like, it really doesn't do a whole lot. But this, it's overall a good thing. I think over time it's going to get better. They'll keep improving upon it, and I think they're talking about changing the height and weight standards, so keep that in mind, guys. I know that's been a big issue because it's so busted, but let me know what you thought of the video. Drop it in the comments. What do you think of the ACFT? Do you think these changes are good? Do you think they're bad? Let me know why, right? Don't just be, oh, it's bad. I want to hear why. I don't care if you guys agree, disagree, if it's good or not. I just want to see everybody's viewpoints. I want to see where your heads are at. I want to see like what y'all genuinely think about this test. But thank y'all so much. Be sure to like this video, subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram at @TheBenAllen. Join my Discord, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.